And so, Matthew, I guess the big question for you is, what do you make of the whole "I act as if God exists" thing? Because that seems to be the biggest issue that keeps coming up with Jordan. He says he doesn't believe in God, but he acts as if God exists. How do you make of that in terms of how it connects to Christianity, or how it goes away from it, or how do you see that?
I think in the book actually points out that that Peterson's use of that trope, "I act as if God exists," is actually something that that Pope Benedict Emeritus, encouraged as a model for Europe and its waning relationship with Christianity, saying, at least can we agree that it's, all things considered, it's preferable for us to live and to act as if God exists. And so I think we can get a lot of mileage out of that, especially given the current state of the culture. At the same time, I think it's ultimately, it has a formal structure to it, but it's substantively empty, because it's hard to have a relationship with a hypothetical. And ultimately, Christianity is about a relationship. Those are also words from Pope Benedict. It's not about a set of propositions or a set of ideas. It's about a relationship with Jesus Christ. And so you may get something, but it will be a pittance of the actual reality that's behind it if we only act according to the idea that there may be some lawgiver and judge. It also misses the grace. It misses the love. It misses the mercy. It misses the best part of the Christian story. It gets it might get the crucifixion, but it misses the resurrection. And so I think for those reasons, it's not enough theologically, philosophically, but I also would say therapeutically, it's not enough, because when things get dark enough, a hypothetical is not going to carry you through. It's just not going to do it. You're going to have to jump to the other. I don't like the word jump. You're going to have the courage to push through to the other side into an actual relationship of faith.
Mm-hmm. No, I think your point about grace is the most important point, because, for all my love of Jordan, we see that the God that he says he acts as if exists is an ideal, right? Is a judge, is a logos, is something towards which all reality tends, but acts as this overbearing, model that you have to conform to. And then this sense that you can't, right? That it actually becomes a weight on you, like this pressure that makes you suffer because you see it and you want to act in conformity to it, but you always fail. And so, it's actually not funny, but it's kind of the strangeness, which is that the whole point of Christianity, right, is that this absolute is calling you, right, is always kind of calling you, and is the source of reality, and always calling reality back into himself. And without that, even his theory about how the world exists, to me, seems to fall apart, because there's something even behind that seems to, even in his idea of perception and this notion of multiplicity, there seems to be a sense in which you have to understand how there's always this kind of calling in, right? This bringing the world, even as a person, kind of into yourself. And so if you stack that up into higher beings, then you end up with something like God. And so